Welcome back. Today we are comparing the Storm Dark Code and the Roto Grip Rubicon UC2. The the UC2 is already a popular piece, and I can guarantee you the Dark Code will as well. Both are pearl. Dark Code's got that Rex cover stock. The Rubicon UC2 is using the well-known E-Tracks now. Not sure what the chemical differences are, but I guess ultimately the shapes on lane is what matters. In terms of cores, it's basically RAD4 versus the Wanderer. Numbers aren't all that dissimilar, except the RAD4 has stronger asymmetry. So, how do they look on the lanes? Firstly, I would say both balls are somehow potential chameleons, and this is kind of important. For me, both of these balls are somehow closer to, I would say, mid mid control to mid late if they stayed in my bag. I can see these balls anywhere from, say, all the way up in mid defined to mid control to mid late. Heavy handed bowlers could see these balls in the mid defined, so that sort of step down from the big angular piece, whereas a tweener like myself would see both balls kind of straddling the mid control or mid late category, and you could see these where these balls were shot on a different pair in a house, but both are the same fresh house shot. The interesting thing is that the pair of lanes we tested on with the UC2 usually hooks much less than the rest of the house. Yet I generally had to be quite a bit deeper, and the UC2 always seemed to hook up. Never really felt laboring. The UC2 was comfortable, I would say, on average, like 5 boards deeper than the Dark Code. I don't think that the UC2 is like let's necessarily a stronger ball per se, but definitely seemed to be more responsive and explosive. I liken the UC2 to like a very potent high road, reliable, a later boomy reaction, one that you trust to make the turn. The Dark Code's like I would say a smoother Code Black, somewhere in the Code Red territory, but probably a bit cleaner and snappier. Basically, the Dark Code looks almost like an asymmetric UC2. I mean, that means it stops a bit more in its roll shape, whereas the UC2 felt highly continuous off the end of the pattern. How I visualize that is the way it exits the deck, essentially, and the UC2 continues a bit more, leaving the deck further right than the RAD4. I mean, oddly, they're both asyms, but the Rondra core is a kind of much milder asymmetry. Ultimately, they are interesting to compare, but I felt like I saw enough to relatively easily decide what I wanted depended on the shape I was looking for on the lanes. I hope that helps you if you're looking to choose between these two balls. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next comparison video.